Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Ren, and this is my daily vlog with my weight loss, changes in my life, my highs, my lows, and anything that I've learned along ways, and I just share. Today was productive, of course. I actually went for a walk around my neighborhood. Felt great to get out and just enjoy the weather. It was a beautiful day today. And so it was nice. It was great. Oh, I was supposed to go help my partner's stepdad move some bikes because we have a truck, and that didn't happen because the store was closed where he was getting them repaired. I'm like, that's not a big deal. We just reschedule, and I didn't let that turn me down. I mean, it's still good, still good feeling. And yeah, I've been feeling better. I had some snafus and I had to go and get some medication sorted out, but now I'm feeling a lot better for that. So, yay. I I do I'm not perfect. I know that. And not every one of my ideas are going to be brilliant, but I don't know. I try. I have been I obviously had water today, but I've been keeping a water bottle in my truck, and I keep one like downstairs, and so that way, if I am thirsty, I don't have to go very far, and it's easy to grab. I find that it's just like easier if it's very convenient. You're gonna do something that's healthy as long as it's convenient, and that's one thing you gotta kind of think about. And then, okay, so there's an idea with like clothing. As you size down with clothing, I live in the South and I have a lot of tank tops, and they're getting to the point where I notice that because I'm getting smaller, uh, this part right here gets lower. This is a smaller size than my other ones that I'm talking about. But what I do is I tie a knot on the top of them. And the reason why I just tie a knot and not actually sew them is because knots are a lot more adjustable than stitches. So as I size down further, I can continue to use it. And I use those shirts, those tank tops mainly when I'm around the house and I'm cleaning or to sleep in. I mean, I don't care if it's baggy for that. It's not a big deal for me. Um, Actually, it's comfier to sleep in if it's baggy anyway. I don't know. But yeah, so that way I'm not like just constantly getting rid of a bunch of clothes, but it is feeling like I'm gonna have to go through my clothes again anyway, at least for like my shorts. If yeah, if I can't use like a belt loop on them, but I'm probably gonna have to start sizing out of those as well. Simple thing. Good things. That's why I generally get cheap clothes. And I don't get just cheap clothes anymore. I kind of think ahead, like, okay, I know I'm losing weight. That's the lifestyle I have chosen to become healthy. And I know that the part of it is dropping pounds. And I know that my waist will get smaller. So I want to make my clothing, my wardrobe last as long as possible. That's why there's a lot of t-shirts. That's why I do shorts now that have the belt loops because I have a belt. And then that way I can just take the belt in and keep it longer until it gets too ridiculous. I did have to give some away for that reason because it was just too ridiculous. So I always like kind of think two steps ahead. I mean, I'm on a budget, and a lot of people are on budget. Well, actually, technically, everybody's on a budget. Some budgets are bigger than others, but everybody has a budget. Just a thought. Um, my budget's just really small. So I have to think ahead about how can I make this last longer? How can I get the most value out of certain things? Um, and like I said, some things I can't wear anymore, like my dress, but I'm not getting rid of that dress because my mother made it. So now I'll just hang it up and admire it. But the things that don't have sentimental meaning to me, I pass it on. If it's still usable, like in really good condition, I find neighbors or friends that can use it. And if it's not, I just throw it away, recycle it, because we have a recycling center that where we can recycle stuff like that. And then that's just basically what I do because I feel like I should get the most value. It is my money, and it doesn't matter, I think, how wealthy I am. I always think I want the most value for my dollar because I I'm not a brand name person. In fact, if there is a brand on the article of clothing or shoes or etc., I will go out of my way to not get it because to me, I feel like I'm paying them to advertise. And that doesn't really make any sense to me. Why would I pay somebody to advertise for them? And that's what you're doing. You really are. And so that's why if you see my clothing, unless it's been donated to me, it doesn't really have a brand on it because I pick something, I like the way it looks, and it's never by any particular brand. I just happen to like the way it looks, and it's within the reasonable price point, and that's how I shop. Same with my shoes. Actually, I bought the sandals I'm wearing right now were white, just white plain sandals. So I took some colored paints and then colored them up and just customized them and made them my own. And yeah, it was a fun little project to do and it turned out nice. And they're very comfortable. And I do that. I just want to get the most value out of my dollar. So I am always trying to think 10 steps ahead. And by doing that, I think like, okay, well, don't get the elastic shorts because those don't have the belt loops because eventually they're going to size out really quickly and then you're just going to be replacing them and it's just going to cost more money, which is throwing money. It's better used somewhere else. And so I started looking at items that either have like a tie in the front is a good one. I do have actually a pair of pants that tie in the front. And then, of course, things I can wear with a belt. And that way I can make my clothing last longer. I'm not having to constantly, size down clothing. And then that maybe has been helpful is I got some clothes donated to me. So, yeah, because I'm not a picky person. I just, like I said, I just like the way it looks, as long as it doesn't really have a brand on it. And it's not pink. Mm. I can't wear pink or red. Well, I can wear bits of red, but not a whole red shirt. Just, yeah, no. But for the most part, I tend to just plan ahead with that. And then I also try to think about like my meals for the day. I kind of do my habits. I guess my habit meal, maybe? I don't know. It's where you basically have an idea, like, okay, this is what I'm having for breakfast, this is what I'm having for lunch, and this is what I'm having for dinner, and it's gonna accumulate up to what I need for my nutrients. And I always like tend to like plan ahead, especially when I'm shopping. I shop by like recipes, if that makes sense. And then I kind of roughly plan out my meals that way when I'm shopping. And so I have a rough idea what I'm going to be making on what day. And it doesn't always work out. I mean, things happen, I change my mind, things like that. But by doing that, I have found that I have less waste and I am able to maintain a healthier level of nutrients. And and it just helps me get through the day better if I already have like a little bit of a menu, rough idea what it's going to do. Uh, so like I said, I do change my mind a lot. I have ADHD, so yeah, it happens. But I do keep a rough idea, and I always keep ingredients that if I do change my mind, I could still make it into something else that's healthy as well. And I like to do that. Plus, sometimes I just want to create and put different things together in the kitchen just to see how it turns out. You know, it's like a little bit of an experiment. And I generally know in my head how the flavors are going to melt together. So it's not in a rough idea. And so when it comes to palate, it does turn out pretty good. I'm lucky that way, I guess. But yeah, so diet is like a really rough one when you're first starting because you want those candies and oh my gosh, holidays. Holidays. Okay, so you can get sugar-free pies, you can get low-carb cheesecake and all that stuff, but here's the thing. Even though it's low carb, even though it's sugar free, it is still calories. It is still not that great for you, but it is healthier. So you can actually go ahead and do that and have like yourself a little bit of a treat without going completely off the rails. So that is just something to help keep in mind because the holidays, I'm telling you, they're rough. Everywhere you're going to see, when you go to a function, there's probably going to be like nothing there to eat. And you just kind of take it with a grain of salt and be like, okay, there's really nothing that's diet friendly here. So you just be mindful of that and eat a very small amount and just don't overindulge. And that's what I do. I mean, I find that easier to do. And sometimes I just be like, is it worth the calories? Mm, no, not really. I do. I'm very picky now because the way I look at it, I used to just be able to eat whatever, even if I didn't enjoy it that much, I would eat it. And now I stop and I think, is it actually worth the calories that I'm gonna be spending on this? Not really. No, and I really don't need it. I mean, why do that to yourself? But I mean, a lot of us are trained to empty, finish our food, don't be wasteful, things like that. Even today, people are like, oh, so wasteful. Yeah, yeah, but sometimes you gotta be wasteful. Sometimes you gotta be okay with not finishing your meal. Don't feel guilty over it. That's a rough one. But hopefully, wherever you are, you can take a walk out and enjoy sunshine or cloud shine. I don't know. And not be too cold. Um, like I said, we had a beautiful day, which is rarity for this time of year. So I enjoyed it. And I'm hoping that you can get out there and enjoy the day too. And if you can't, that's okay. because we all start somewhere. And on that note, remember to hydrate. Always drink your water. And your imperfections are absolutely beautiful because they are what make you unique and they are what make you you. Never let anybody make you feel that you're less than because of your imperfections. To me, you are absolutely beautiful. And with hope, anything is possible. So never, ever give up hope. Till next time. Love you all. Bye.